Then Ethan learned the figure had allies.
Reluctantly, he put the headphones back on.
Following the man's instructions,
He didn't dare to speak, turned away from his girlfriend.
then the mysterious figure felt Ethan. He began to beat him without pause. He wanted to teach this clever guy a lesson. Yet during the scuffle, Ethan seized the opportunity. He snatched the weapon from his waist, a specialized gun that can pass security. Good. This is getting interesting. What now? First, you need to call the sniper. Once I confirm Nora's safe, I'll take you to the station. The stranger pulled out his phone,
Acting like he was calling allies.
but in the next moment, he activated the weapon in the box. In 10 minutes, it will erupt. Covers the whole airport, and once it starts, it can't be shut off. It can only be turned off manually. Ethan had to give in again. Time's running short.
He rushed out of the bathroom, rushing towards the inspection room.
His boss was about to check the box. Red Riding Hood stopped, claiming she forgot the password. Just then, Ethan arrived. He aimed his gun at his boss.
He told him to step back from the box.
The stranger's voice was in his earpiece, urging him to quickly shoot and take care of it. Time is running out. Ethan clearly didn't want to do this. Just as he was in a dilemma,
Red Riding Hood swiftly picked up the pen from the table,
stabbed her boss's neck.
watching her boss right in front of him.
Ethan angrily grabbed Red Riding Hood's clothes. Please don't kill Jesse. I don't know who you're talking about, my husband. You took him away and gave me this box. It turned out Red Riding Hood was also being threatened, and her husband was tied up in the car outside. He could be killed at any moment. Ethan rushed to follow the stranger's orders. He shut off the device in the last 2 seconds. Then, he and Red Riding Hood took the box to the baggage sorting area. At that moment, Red Riding Hood got orders from the stranger to eliminate the now useless Ethan. Red Riding Hood quietly drew her weapon, getting ready to act.
Ethan, walking ahead, happened to see this in the rearview mirror.
The suitcase tied with a red ribbon was dropped, fell onto the conveyor. The stranger heard fights through the headset. It says something was off. They rushed to the sorting area. Ethan was running around in panic.
Red Riding Hood was behind, firing her weapon non-stop.
In an instant, she was dropped by the gun's misfire. The special pistol can't handle the heat from continuous firing. Ethan couldn't care less at this point. Quickly, he grabs his phone. While calling his girlfriend, he looks for the suitcase, but his girlfriend is busy with work. She has no time to check her phone. Helpless, Ethan had to message a coworker, informing them of the killer's plan and the mysterious person's flight, and lets him take Nora to the cops. Meanwhile, the mysterious figure has found the ambush location via phone tracking. Ethan realizes he's cornered. Finding a similar suitcase, one size larger, the chasing figure sees a red hood on the ground. He yells for his crew to take out Ethan's girlfriend. When he arrives at the location, he only finds a suitcase.
Ethan's gone without a trace. After the phone's location checks out,
The figure stops the search. He grabs the suitcase and rushes for flight. Meanwhile, Ethan hides quietly under the conveyor. On the other side, the coworker who got the text finds Nora. As they chat about what's true or not, they spot the white van described in the message arriving outside. Now they believe Ethan and quickly turn to escape. The killer Stubby relentlessly pursues them. The coworker tells Nora to check the first floor for police.
he stays behind to hold them off.
Hey buddy, you good? We have an upgrade to business class. At this moment, Nora has escaped to the basement. Seeing the cop at the booth, she quickly runs over.
Just then, Stubby drives up from behind.
Nora pivots and runs in the opposite direction. Stubby relentlessly chases her. He hits the gas hard.
He charges at Nora.
In a key moment,
A car happens to pass by.
it helps Nora escape peril. After a violent impact, the bound man in the cabin discovers his chains are loose. He rushes to find his girlfriend, but he's stopped by the cop.
Ethan hurriedly explains his girlfriend is being hunted.
But she just won't listen. She pulls out her weapon to detain him. Desperate, Ethan has to knock her down.
Then he kicks the gun away.
He describes the mysterious person and their briefcase. They're about to board Flight 7. Running desperately to save his girlfriend, she calls the tower to stop Flight 7. After detailing the suspect's description, she rushes to capture him. The mysterious one is on the plane now, but while placing their suitcase, they discover their suitcase doesn't fit, despite being the right size. He couldn't afford to think too much now. Only the flight attendant could take it to the cargo hold. Once seated, he hurriedly checked his phone.
He relaxed when the signal was fine.
Meanwhile, Nora, fleeing for her life, just ran into Ethan. The two embraced. Stubby chased after them. With a gunshot, it was Stubby who fell. It turned out Red Riding Hood's husband broke free at a crucial moment, but Ethan found out in the chat they had all been fooled. Flight 7 was just a decoy. What they really needed was Flight 8. Meanwhile, that plane was about to take off. Make sure he doesn't intercept, otherwise, the mysterious person would surely activate the weapon. He quickly rushed toward Flight 8.
He was ready to board.
Remove it manually. He had switched the suitcase to a larger size.
That was just in case.
Black female officer who checked Flight 7 found nothing. Headquarters found a key. A prominent figure was on Flight 8. He's likely the mysterious person's target. She prepared to have them intercept Flight 8. Nora arrived just then. She told her Ethan's plan. The black officer knew this was the safest way. Otherwise, all at the airport, she had no choice but to trust Ethan.
Flight 8 took off smoothly.
At this time, Ethan slipped into the cargo hold and found the box tied with a red string. Using the mysterious man's method, he turned on manual mode, but what he didn't know was manual mode started, his phone would receive an alert. The mysterious man quickly realized it was Ethan. He rushed to the cargo hold. Ethan heard the door open. He says something was wrong. He quickly grabbed the box and fled, but the enclosed space left him nowhere to hide. He shot Ethan in the leg without hesitation, but that shot caused an alarm in the cargo hold. The pilots up front saw the scene on the surveillance. They immediately chose to turn back, seeing that he had nowhere to escape. Ethan, at this moment, put the suitcase into the cold storage. He sat opposite, appearing resigned to his fate. The mysterious man mocked him while getting the box, but when he opened it, he found one can missing. Looks like a wine.